Hello dear viewers, this is Obscura Atlas, August, AD 79, southern Italy, the Bay of Naples. Life in Pompeii moved with the rhythm of the Roman world. Merchants filled the marketplaces. Children played in the streets. Couples strolled through gardens while politicians gathered in the forum. At the foot of Mount Vesuvius, the people of Pompeii lived as though tomorrow was guaranteed. But within just one day, everything would change. The city would be buried under a sea of ash, and thousands would never see the sunrise again. This is the story of Pompeii, the day a city died, and the moment time stood still. Pompeii was more than a small Roman town. It was a jewel of the empire. Around 11,000 people lived there. The city had taverns filled with laughter, luxurious bathhouses, temples, theaters, and even an amphitheater for gladiator games. Its streets were lined with shops, bakeries, and elegant villas decorated with colorful frescoes. The citizens enjoyed wine, music, and festivals. They had access to running water, fountains, and intricate mosaics that still survive to this day. For the people of Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius was part of the horizon, a mountain that stood silent and strong. Few realized it was a volcano. To them, it was simply the backdrop of their daily lives, a looming presence, but not a threat. No one imagined it was a ticking time bomb. On the morning of August 24th, AD 79, that illusion shattered. At around midday, Mount Vesuvius erupted. A massive column of ash and smoke burst into the sky, rising nearly 20 miles high. The sound could be heard for miles, and people watched in horror as daylight turned to darkness. Soon, pumice stones the size of fists began to rain down, smashing rooftops and crushing anyone caught outside. Hours passed, and the chaos only grew. Some fled toward the harbor, hoping to escape by sea. Others stayed indoors, praying the storm would pass. Fires spread through the city. Roofs collapsed under the weight of falling debris. But the true terror came the next morning. Pyroclastic surges, avalanches of superheated gas, ash, and rock rushed down the slopes at more than 100 miles per hour. These clouds reached temperatures of nearly 900 degrees Fahrenheit. For anyone in their path, there was no escape. Death was instant. The people of Pompeii were overwhelmed, frozen in their final moments. When archaeologists later uncovered the ruins, they discovered haunting evidence of those final moments. Bodies were found preserved in strange, lifelike poses. Some were crouched in fear, shielding their faces. Others curled into fetal positions, as though bracing for impact. Parents clutched children in their arms. Entire families were caught in their last embrace. The heat had been so intense that muscles contracted instantly, leaving people stiff where they fell. Centuries later, archaeologists discovered that the ash had formed hollow spaces where bodies once lay. By carefully filling these spaces with plaster, they revealed the frozen figures of Pompeii's victims forever captured at the moment of their death. These plaster casts are among the most haunting relics in the world. They show expressions of pain, fear, and resignation. They remind us that history is not just about ruins and stones, it's about people caught in a tragedy they could not escape. For nearly 1,700 years, Pompeii remained buried and forgotten. The city slept beneath more than 20 feet of ash and pumice. Then, in 1748, excavations began. What archaeologists uncovered was nothing short of extraordinary. Entire streets appeared, almost as if frozen in time. Villas still had frescoes on their walls. Amphorae of wine and jars of olives were still intact. In bakeries, loaves of bread remained preserved in ovens, carbonized by the heat of the eruption. Graffiti carved into walls spoke of love, politics, and daily life. It was as if the people of Pompeii had simply vanished in an instant, leaving their city behind. But even with all these discoveries, mysteries remain. Why were some victims found face down, while others appeared calm? Did they die from suffocation, from heat shock, or from poisonous gases? And why were some artifacts so perfectly preserved, while others vanished completely? Pompeii's ruins tell us much, but they also leave us with questions that may never be answered. Today, Pompeii is more than an archaeological site. It is a time capsule. It offers a window into Roman life 2,000 years ago. Its streets, homes, and artifacts give us an unmatched view of how ordinary people lived, worked, and celebrated. But Pompeii is also a reminder. a reminder that nature can erase even the greatest civilizations in a single moment. The same volcano that destroyed Pompeii still looms over Naples today, and it is still active. Scientists warn that one day, history could repeat itself. Pompeii stands as both a marvel and a warning, a city that shows us the fragility of life and the unstoppable power of nature. So, what do you think? Was Pompeii simply a victim of volcanic fury? Or does its preservation carry a deeper message for us today? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of history's strangest mysteries. Because sometimes, the most terrifying history is the one that repeats itself.